Hello and welcome to Giants Fantasy MLB 13 The Show, Game 9 of this series set. And I'm your host, Robert Dieters, and just another series. I know it's been a while, so Giants and Rockies has split one game so far in this one. So far a good series in my opinion. Michael Kadire hitting the bat. Paul Goldschmidt top 5 in home runs with 4. Marwin Gonzalez has a top 5 batting average right now. He's very hot as of late. This guy has been working hard. He's been playing every game so far. Rockies, they've been having a pretty good lineup lately. This team has pretty much shown themselves, and they have Ricky Nolasco, a right-handed pitcher. He's going to be starting today. He's 0-1 with a 4.50 ERA. Tim Hudson 1-0 with a 1.42 ERA. This is going to be a good matchup between both of these teams. Steven will not be helping you at this game tonight as he'll be pretty busy. But, let's go with the starting lineups right now for each side. Let's go with the Colorado Rockies to start it out here as batting first, playing center field, Brett Gardner. Batting second and playing left field, Gennaro Parra. Batting third and playing first base, Joey Votto. Batting fourth and playing third, Adrian Beltre. Batting fifth and catching, A.J. Pierzynski. Batting sixth and playing second, Howie Kendrick. Batting seventh and playing right, Nate Shearholtz. Batting eighth and playing shortstop, Eduardo Nunez. And batting ninth, the starting pitcher, Ricky Nolasco. A team that's pretty solid. Good lineup, in my opinion. This team has done pretty well. They pretty much bombed the Giants first game, but then the Giants came back and did their thing the second night. Now, for the San Francisco Giants, you got batting first and playing left, Carl Crawford. Batting second and playing center, Shin-Shu Chu. Batting third and playing first, Paul Goldschmidt. Batting fourth and playing third, Pedro Alvarez. Batting fifth and playing right, Michael Kadire. Batting sixth and playing second, Marco Scudero. Batting seventh and catching, Alex Avila. And batting eighth, playing shortstop, Marwin Gonzalez. And the pitcher, Tim Hudson. Remember, this is Fantasy League. And Placido Polanco is day-to-day. He did have an injury yesterday, unfortunately. And I know it's really hard when you have an injury like this, and it's just really unfortunate for the Giants. But you got Alvarez today. They got the righty, Ricky Nolasco, so they got a lot of lefties in the lineup. Shin-Shu Chu, Carl Crawford, Pedro Alvarez, Alex Avila, and Marwin Gonzalez, a switch hitter. So, see that in their lineup. And, let's have a good game today, and we're going to AT&T Park. Giants have split 1-1 with the Colorado Rockies as the Rockies came out fighting hard in the first game as the Giants won their next game getting revenge. But can they take the series? They have not lost a series yet this season. Going into this one, Giants 5-3, Rockies 4-4. And, a good season so far, and I can't wait to see what comes next. And Tim Hudson on the mound, getting ready to pitch for the Giants. And here comes Jason Borgos. There's a little scratch in the lineup for the Rockies right before the beginning of this game, the pitch. And the sinker is going to be inside, so it'll be 1-0 for the Rockies. And Hudson enters the start with 198 career wins, and he is going to be in contention for 200 this year. Only needs 2 more wins, and he can get him as a Giant. The pitch over to Pedro Alvarez, the ground ball, and he's going to get to Paul Goldschmidt in time. So the Giants will get the first out here on the ground ball, and here comes Ryan Theriot. I'm sorry about the mix-up. I didn't know there was going to be such a big mix-up with these teams. Just some late scratches. And sinker outside is going to be, inside it's going to be 1-0. Pitch from Tim Hudson. That was the sinker. It was a good sinker, by the way. Just missed the strike zone. The pitch. And Ryan Terrell is going to hit one foul. It will be 1-1. Tim Hudson, 1-0 with a 1.42 ERA. So far, a good season for him to start out with his first start. And the sinker goes back to that bottom as he did in the first pitch. And Ryan Terrell can't believe that one. It's going to be 1-2 here on the outside pitch, which should have been inside. And here comes the 1-2 pitch from Hudson. And a little pop-up over in foul territory, and Paul Goldschmidt's got it in time for the out. And here comes Adrian Beltre in this series. So far, he has done well. And the splitter inside, it will be 1-0 towards the knees. Tim Hudson dealing well right now. The pitch. Sinker's going to be inside as well, so it's going to be 2-0. AJ Pierzynski in the fourth hole for the Rockies. There's no Joey Votto in the lineup as well. So it's going to be Todd Helton. And it's going to be inside. It's going to be 3-0. And Tim Hudson's not finding that strike zone right now. The pitch from Hudson is going to be outside, fouled off to the left side. It will be 3-1. The pitch from Hudson, once again, the 3-1 count with 2 outs. And the four-seam fastball is going to be a swing and a miss. From Adrian Beltre, it's going to be 3-2. The high outside pitch. And Beltre couldn't catch up to that one. The pitch from Hudson, the cutter, it's going to the right field, but Michael Kadyr's got it in time. So the Giants, 3 up, 3 down here. No hits, no runs, no errors for the Rockies. And we're going to go to the bottom of the first. And Bruce Bochy out for the Giants in this one. As the best batting average right now, Marwin Gonzalez, a guy that's been pretty damn impressive in my opinion. Here comes Carl Crawford to lead it off. A good leadoff hitter, has not played every game this season. He does not bat against righties. And a high pop-up on the first pitch over to Todd Helton. And he's got that one in foul territory on the right field side. So 1 pitch, 1 out here. And here comes Shin Shu Chu, batting at .242, 1 homer and 2 RBIs this season. The four-seam fastball is going to be outside, so it's going to be 0-1. The four-seam fastball, 90 miles per hour on this one. The pitch. And the hanging curveball, Shin Shu Chu will foul that one off over to the right side. It's going to be 0-2. Chu's got to stay alive. And that curveball just almost gets him, but he fouls it off just in time. So Chu staying alive here with an 0-2 count. And the two-seam fastball will be inside, 1-2. Good eye from Chu. Pitch from Chu. And the slider is going to be a swing and a miss. Some nasty stuff already from Ricky Nolasco. And here comes Paul Goldschmidt, the man. 4 homers this season. And hits one on the left field side. This one's going deep. But that one will be caught out in left field. Gennaro Parra just got that one in time. And you got Pierzynski, Helton, and Howie Kendrick. The pitch over to AJ Pierzynski from Hudson, and we're in the top of the second here. The sinker is going to be outside, 1-0, and the pitches for Hudson goes like this: four-seam fastball, curveball, cutter, splitter, and the sinker for Tim Hudson. Pitch from Hudson. The high fastball, that's going to be fouled off over to the right side, and it's going to be 0-2, falling behind his Pierzynski. The pitch from Hudson, And it's going to be hit over towards Michael Kadire, but he's got that one in time. Now it's going to be first out on top of the second inning. And the NL West standings goes like this. San Francisco, San Diego are tied right now, 5-3. Arizona, half game back, 5-4. That's their record. The record for Colorado is 4-4, a game back. And Los Angeles, 2 games back. Meanwhile, here comes Todd Helton, batting a .500. Hasn't had a lot of at-bats this season. And the pitch. And it's going to be a sinker up high, so it will be 0-1. He only had 2 at-bats this season and 1 hit. That was an RBI. The pitch. Helton's going to hit over another one over to Michael Kadire, a guy that's been very cautious out there. Already 3 balls hit to him during the day. And here comes Howie Kendrick batting at .258 with 1 RBI. This season, the pitch from Hudson. And the cutter is going to go outside, 0-1. Good, nice cutter from Tim Hudson. Some nasty stuff he has. The pitch. The sinker, and he's going to go that sinker below the knee, and the ump's going to keep on calling that one a strike. And so far, Howie Kendrick's not happy with that, as Jason Borges also had an unfortunate time with that pitch as well. The pitch from Hudson, and the cutter, and Marco Escudero's got it in time, yes. And it's going to be 3 up, 3 down once again here. And you got 4, 5, and 6 coming up. Alvarez, Kadire, and Escudero coming up next. Here comes Pedro Alvarez batting at .261 with 1 RBI this season. Pitch from Kadire. And hits one over the right field side, and it's going to be a fair ball over to 309 side. Pedro Alvarez hustling over to second, and he's going to be out. And an unfortunate call there for Alvarez. A good throw from Nate Shearholtz. And he's had a good arm lately. Guy that you don't want to test. And 1 out here, and it's still going to be considered a hit. Here's Michael Kadire fouls one off to the backside. It's going to be 0-1. Ball that he should have probably not hit for Kadire. The pitch. And a ground ball over the third base side. And Adrian Beltre's got it in time over to Todd Helton. So it's going to be 2 up, 2 down here. Here comes Scudero batting at .226, 3 RBI. Man, that's come up big in some good cases for the Giants. The pitch. And the curveball, he's going to hit one over towards triples outright Kadire. He's running second here. And he's going to be going to third. The cutoff, and it'll be not in time. Scudero's going to be sliding in the third. And it'll not be in time. Jason Borges cannot get to that one. And Marco Scudero already 2 triples this year with 2 outs. And imagine Alvarez probably kicking himself. He could have been on base. And here comes Alex Villa batting at .250. 2 RBIs. He got acquired from a trade from the Athletics. And sent A.J. Ellis packing. The pitch. The curveball to the dirt. That's Alex Villa swinging at that one. It's going to be 0-1. The Giants being aggressive right now. The pitch to Avila. And they're going to hit one high towards Jason Borges, but it looks like he's got this one. And the triple will not help the Giants. So the Giants go down. And here comes, and we're going to go to the top of the third here. It's 3, so a triple, but the Giants cannot do anything, so 1 hit so far. Here comes Nate Shearholtz for the Rockies. The pitch from Hudson. And it's going to be outside, so it's going to be 0-1 to Nate Shearholtz. And he's batting at .474 this season. Another pitch over to Nate Shearholtz from Hudson, and the sinker is going to be inside. 1-1 is your count here. The sinker is really going to be helping out Tim Hudson in this case, in this game today. The pitch, and the sinker is going to be wow. I thought that one was going to be a strike over to the high left corner of the strike zone. That will not help Nate Shearholtz. Help Tim Hudson. 2-1. The pitch from Hudson. And the sinker is going to be inside. So 3-1 here. Will we expect a strike from Tim Hudson? The pitch. And foul it off to the left side. It's going to be 3-2. We're on the top of the third. Tim Hudson between Nate Shearholtz. A 3-2 count. And Nate Shearholtz is going to... Wow, the sinker almost got Nate Shearholtz, but just hits that one. And about the same spot. The pitch from Hudson. The 3-2 once again. Shearholtz. And a swing and a miss. Strikeout for Nate Shearholtz. And a good pitching from Tim Hudson. Gets him with the high four-seam fastball. And here comes Gernardo Parra coming up to the plate here. Today he's batting at .241, 1 homer and 4 RBIs. And he's batting a .429 against left-handed pitchers, only batting a .182 against right-handed pitching today. And here comes a pitch from Tim Hudson. The sinker is going to be, wow, that's going to be inside, so 1-0. And some close pitches from Tim Hudson today, just hasn't gotten the call, the pitch. Four-seam fastball is going to be up there towards the upper chest, and that's going to be part of the strike to Parra. The pitch again from Hudson, the 1-1 count. Sinker is going to be inside, it will be 2-1. The pitch from Tim Hudson, the 2-1 to Parra. He's going to hit a fly ball over to Carl Crawford, but he looks like he's got that one easily, and he will. 2 up, 2 down for the Rockies so far. Here comes Ricky Nolasco. Only 1 at bat this year. The pitch, and the sinker is going to be outside, 0-1. Good pitch from Hudson. Pitch from Hudson. Splitter's going to be outside as well, 0-2. And what will Tim Hudson do here? An 0-2 count towards the pitcher, just try to strike him out. The curveball is going to get him. He's going to be looking at 3 straight there. And 3 up, 3 down once again for Tim Hudson. We're going to go to the middle of the third. Rockies. Still no hits. And here comes Marwin Gonzalez batting at .393. 1 homer and 3 RBIs this season. And he's been putting up impressive numbers. The errors so far this season has not come well. Already 3 this year. And he's going to hit one towards Nate Shearholtz, but he's got that one in time in right field. And here comes Tim Hudson. So far, no hits this season. Curveball's going to be in the dirt, but Tim Hudson's going to go after it anyway. 0-1. The pitch. Slider is going to be, wow, another just a bad slider from Nolasco. 1-1. And 1 fouled over towards the backstop. It's going to be 1-2 with 1 out here. Bottom of the third. The pitch to Hudson, and it's going to be a swing and a miss. But there's a ball in the dirt, so Tim Hudson's going to run, but he won't make it in time. So it's going to be 2 outs, Carl Crawford. He chased the first pitch last time he was up, probably thinking that at bat. He should have probably waited the pitch. Four-seam fastball is going to be, wow, that's a nice four-seam fastball. I don't know why Carl Crawford didn't even take a hack at that one. 0-1. Four-seam fastball is going to be up high. It's going to be 1-1. 2 outs so far. The pitch. Slider is going to be inside. It will be 2-1 over to Carl Crawford. This is the last man you want to walk here, in my opinion. Falling behind here. Carl Crawford's going to hit one over towards Shields, and it's going to land. So a single for Carl Crawford, speedster. And here comes Shin Shu-2, struck out in the first inning. Pitch over to Chu. Orthogon's going to be up high, and you see Nolasco throwing that a lot here today. Carl Crawford, not a threat to steal here. And Carl Crawford's going to steal with ease here, so man on second. And the call was a strike, 0-2 here. The pitch to Chu. Fouled over the right field side, but that will not be a hit. That was close though. Over towards the line, but just misses. Pitch. Slider. Outside, inside it'll be 1-2. 1-2 the count here. Chu. And a pop-up in the infield here. And it looks like Ryan Terrio's got it for the out. And the Giants will not capitalize on the single and a stolen base, so there was a runner in scoring position. Here comes Jason Borges. He's 0 for 1 today. The ground out. The pitch from Hudson. Sinker is going to be outside, 0-1. And so far, good pitching from Hudson today. The pitch from Hudson. The cutter is going to be foul. It's going to be towards Michael Kadire, but he's got that one over near the bricks. One out here for the Giants in the fourth inning. And here comes Ryan Terrio, 0 for 1 with the pop out in the first. And 36 pitches total here going in the fourth inning for Tim Hudson. Only 10 balls and 26 strikes. Ryan Terrio is going to foul that one over to the left side. It's going to be 0-1. The pitch from Hudson. And a ground ball over to Marlon Gonzalez, and he's got that one in time over to Paul Goldschmidt. And it will be 2 outs. And here comes Adrian Beltre. And by the way, Steven's all-out special show today is on air right now. He's talking about biogenesis for MLB baseball. So if you want to tune into that, please do. We're going back to the game, top of the fourth, 2 outs. Adrian Beltre up. He's 0 for 1 as well today. And hit one over to Carl Crawford on the left side, but he has a speedster and he's going to get that one in time. So 3 up, 3 down. Once again here for the Rockies. And here comes Paul Goldschmidt, Alvarez, Kadire coming up next. Here comes Paul Goldschmidt, 0 for 1 today with a flyout in the first. And Giants so far not capitalized with runners in scoring position. Four-seam fastball, it's a swing and a miss here. And he is way early. Fortunately, I think that was a good pitch to swing at. The pitch. Holtzwood's going to hit one up the middle past Ryan Terrio. Jason Borges got that one. Paul Goldschmidt's going to be on with a hit. He'll be 1 for 2 with the single up the middle. And here comes Pedro Alvarez. He had a single in the second. Unfortunately, was thrown out by Nate Shearholtz. Pitch to Alvarez. And hit one over towards Nate Shearholtz. And that one's gonna go past Nate Shearholtz over to Triples Alley. And wow, this is gonna be a big hit here. And Pedro Alvarez is gonna make it a third. Paul Goldschmidt scores. And the Giants are on the board early. Nate Shearholtz making a costly mistake on a ball that went past. And a good hit from Pedro Alvarez. I don't know what they're going to be scoring it on that one. Just Nate Shearholtz missed that one. He had an off timing on that one. And Pedro Alvarez is going to have an RBI triple. That's when it's going to be scored. Pedro Alvarez's first triple of the year. And here comes Kadire. And a swing and a miss from Kadire. It's going to be 0-1. So far, Giants looking good with no outs. And Michael Kadire is going to swing around. It was a check swing. It's going to be 0-2. And Dyer is not happy with the call. 0-2 with no outs. Pedro Alvarez on third base. The pitch. And a grounder back to the mound here, and Dyer's not going to score that runner. So the runner's going to be stranded right now, and here comes Scudero. 1-for-1 today, a triple in the second inning, and a great hit from Marco Scudero. A man that couldn't be scored in as well. The pitch. And Jason Borgos over in center field, a good fly ball here. And Pedro Alvarez is tagging here, a good throw of the play, and he'll make it in time. Throw is way off. And Jason Borgos, so it's going to be a sacrifice fly in the RBI here for Marco Scudero. AJ Pierzynski was a little disappointed in that throw, but swing and a miss from Alex Avila with 2 outs here. So far, two runs have scored here for the Giants. The pitch. Swing and a miss right below the letters. 36 pitches for Ricky Nolasco so far in this game. The pitch. And Alex Avila is going to go around. It's going to be a swing and a miss. The Giants convert with 2 runs here. So far, 5 hits in this game so far for the Giants. Rockies still no hits. And here comes AJ Pierzynski 0-for-1 with a flyout in the second inning. A man only batting at 139 this year. A little disappointing from AJ Pierzynski. The pitch. And the sinker is going to be outside. It will be 0-1. AJ Pierzynski struggles in the beginning of the season. Unfortunately, a man that should not be struggling, in my opinion. 0-1 the count here. We're in the top of the 5th. The pitch from Hudson. Forcing fastball is going to be outside. 0-2, Tim Hudson getting ahead of AJ Pierzynski. So far, Hudson has figured out a way to get everyone out. The pitch. Sinker is going to be inside. It will be 1-2. The pitch from Hudson. And the sinker is going to be inside. AJ Pierzynski almost went around, but just held up in time. The pitch from Hudson. And a ground ball. Scudero's got it. Yes. Over to Paul Goldschmidt. Slow grounder. Marcus Scudero had to get to that one quickly, and he did. Here comes Todd Helton 0-for-1 today with a flyout in the second inning. The pitch from Hudson. Sinker below the knees, 1-0. Giants hoping to take this series as it would be a big accomplishment for them. And the splitter will be below the knees as well, 2-0. As they have taken every series so far of this season. And the sinker is going to be outside, 2-1. That sinker has helped out in many situations for Tim Hudson. And hit over Scudero again, over to Paul Goldschmidt, and he'll get in time. So Scudero getting 2 already. And so far, your box score in this one. 2 runs in the bottom of the 4th. So you're in the top of the 5th. Howie Kendrick, today 0-for-1, a ground out in the second inning. Pitch to Howie Kendrick. And the cutter is going to get him on a swing and a miss. Up high, 0-1, and this is Giants fantasy. It's not the real Giants. And the Rockies don't have all the real players as well. Just letting you know, Todd Helton just got drafted, and Scudero just got drafted for the Giants during the draft. The pitch from Hudson. And a fly ball over the left side. Carl Crawford's got that one. And that's going to be 3 up, 3 down once again for Hudson. I've been saying that a lot so far in this game, and we're going to the bottom of the 5th here. Marwan Gonzalez, Hudson, and Carl Crawford. Here's Marwan Gonzalez, 0-for-1 today, a flyout in the 3rd inning. So far, a homer and 3 RBIs for him this season. And the curveball, it's going to be fouled off towards the left side. That'll be 0-1. Pitch from Ricky Nolasco. Slider almost got him up there. Marwan Gonzalez kind of giving him a little stare. Nothing bad, though. Gotta be careful. Nolasco almost hit him in the shoulder. The pitch. And fouled off towards the backstop. It's going to be 1-2. Pitch from Nolasco. Curveball over Todd Helton is going to be grounded and ground out from Marwin Gonzalez. Here comes Tim Hudson. He had a strikeout in the third inning. Ground ball over towards the left side. It's going to be 0-1. And so far 3 Ks for Ricky Nolasco. Pretty much over 4 innings going into the bottom of the 5th. The pitch. Fouled off towards the left side once again for Hudson. It's going to go to 0-2. Tim Hudson trying to stay alive here. The pitch. Fouled off once again. It will be 0-2. So far, good fighting here from Hudson. Pitch. Forcing fastball will be inside. It will be 1-2. And the pitch. The curveball is going to get him on a swing and a miss. A strikeout, second K for Tim Hudson. That will be Ricky Nolasco's 4th of the day. Carl Crawford, 1 for 2 today. A single in the 3rd inning. So far, it's his 6th hit of the season. And he's going to have number 7 here. Borjos won't get to that one time. Just bounces in the glove. Carl Crawford just having a good season so far. I mean, he hasn't played every single game this season. But over the games he has played, he has done pretty well. A good single towards Jason Borjos. And he's a speedster out there in center field. Just couldn't field that one. Here comes Shin Shu Chu. He is 0 for 2 today. Pitch from Chu. And hit one over to Howie Kendrick, and he'll get that one. So, 1 hit for the Giants. So 6 hits so far in total with 2 runs. And we are going to the top of the 6th. And Hudson back on the mound for the Giants. Nate Schierholtz. The pitch, the sinker is going to be outside, 0-1. That sinker has helped them out a lot through this whole game, as I keep on saying, because he keeps on throwing it. And it's just nasty. The pitch, sinker is going to be inside, 1-1. The pitches from Hudson. Fouled off over to the right side. It will be 1-2. Only 2 Ks today over 5 innings for Hudson. Not getting his real strikeout pitch. The pitch. And a ground ball over to Marco Scutero. He's got that one in time. Nate Schierholtz will not make it in time. Over to Paul Goldschmidt. Scutero. A lot of good defense, especially with Kadire. They've been getting a lot of action over in those 2 areas over to the right side. Here comes Gennaro Parra. So far this season for Hudson, lefties are batting 125, righties are batting 250. And here comes Tim Hudson. 1 out here in the 6th. Splitter is going to be outside, 0-1. Good pitch right there. Parra took that one off guard. The pitch. Sinker is also going to be outside towards the left side, and he went to the right side in the beginning. So 0-2 here. Pitch from Hudson, 0-2. And the curveball Parra is going to foul off over to the left side. 0-2. Still an 0-2 count here. Pitch from Hudson. Sinker, that's also going to be fouled off once again. 0-2 remains the count. Parra fighting off here. A good battle as we're going to the 6th pitch here. Pitch from Hudson. The cutter is going to be inside 1-2 here. And just wanted to see if he would go swinging, chasing, but he didn't. 1-2. The cutter is going to be at right about the same spot. I don't know why he would do that again. And the pitch from Hudson. And here it comes. It's going to go 3-2 here. And an unfortunate event here, as Hudson's in a bad situation. 3-2, 1 out. And a ground ball over towards Hudson, and Paul Goldschmidt's going to catch it for out number 2. A good fought battle. 62 pitches total, 18 balls, 44 strikeouts for Tim Hudson. Here comes Ricky Nolasco. 0 for 1 today with a strikeout. The pitch to Nolasco. It'll be a sinker outside, 0-1. Good pitch once again. Pitch to Nolasco. Fouled off towards the right side, and the Rockies already got some guys in the bullpen already. Pitch to Nolasco, but it looks like Nolasco isn't going to come out here as he's hitting, so it's going to be interesting what the bullpen's in there for. 1-2, and Nolasco's not pitching bad, just gave up 2 runs so far in this one. The pitch from Hudson, the 1-2, and the cutter's going to get Nolasco. And 1, 2, 3 goes the Rockies. And we're going to the bottom of the 6th. Here comes Paul Goldschmidt, 1 for 2 today, a single in the 4th. And he got it started here for the Giants as he scored earlier. The curveball is going to hit over to Ryan Theriot, over to Todd Helton will be in time. And Paul Goldschmidt's going to go 1 for 3 so far today. Here comes Pedro Alvarez, 2 for 2 with a triple and a single. And he got an RBI earlier. A man that really hit the ball towards Nate Shearholtz. And curveball is going to get Pedro Alvarez swinging. 0-1. Nate Shearholtz made a great catch against Alvarez the first at bat. That curveball, man. That curveball screwed Pedro Alvarez up high. 0-2, falling behind. And the slider is going to get Pedro Alvarez, and he does not look comfortable in that at bat whatsoever. He got fooled up there. And here comes Michael Kadire, 0 for 2, 2 groundouts today. So far hitless in this game. So far 2 quick outs. And the curveball, it's going to be 1-0. And the pitch to Kadire. And it's going to go to 1-1 here. The 2-seam fastball towards the corner. And a ground ball over Ryan Theriot, making a great throw. Michael Kadire will just be safe. A great throw from Theriot. Just jumping up and making such a great throw. Kadire, I didn't think was going to bust that one out, in my opinion. He just makes it. So an infield single here for Kadire. Here comes Scudero. And Kadire, Scudero did go around. And he has 1 hit today and 1 at bat. 1 for 1 with an RBI. And 0-1 to Scudero on the check swing. The pitch. Coming over to the left side, and it's going to be foul, but a great catch out there from Parra to get the out. And the 1, 2, 3 are coming up for the Rockies. Borjos, Theriot, and Beltre. 7 hits for the Giants in this one. And so far, game summary presented to you by Esurance, Colorado. AJ Bierzinski 0 for 2 today. As SF Giants Pedro Alvarez 2 for 3 with an RBI. A triple and a run as he was scored. Tim Hudson 6 innings, 3 Ks. No hits, no runs earned from the Rockies. The pitch to Borjos. Top of the 7 by the way, cutter is going to be outside. 0-1. Nice cutter. The pitch from Hudson. The 0-1. And it's going to be a single up the middle of the first hit for the Rockies. And the no-hit bid will not happen for Tim Hudson. Wow. Tim Hudson had almost a perfect game. But that 1 hit, wow. And through 6 innings, he had something going. Good, though, for Tim Hudson. Jason Borjos gets the first hit. Here comes Ryan Theriot. Sinker is going to be below the knee. It'll be 1-0. Jason Borgos. Man, that's not afraid to run here. Pitch, Ryan Terrell. That's going to be outside. It will be 1-1. And the pitch from Hudson to Terrio. Sinker is going to be outside. 1-2. Good pitching from Hudson. The pitch. The curveball is going to be inside. 2-2. A nice curveball from Tim Hudson. We're not seeing much of the splitter in this game from Hudson. The ball in the dirt here. And that's going to be 3-2. Next up is going to be Adrian Beltre. Pitch to Terrio, the 3-2. And it's going to be fouled off towards the backstop, remaining at 3-2. The pitch to Terrio, 3-2. It's going to be a ball in the dirt, so the first walk to Colorado. 0 for 2 today is Adrian Beltre, so first and second, the first jam today for Hudson with a runner in scoring position. Oh, and a ball hit off the left side. Carl Crawford throwing it home, not being time. And the Rockies are on the board. Beltre getting an RBI. And Borgos scoring on that one over towards the left side here. And here comes A.J. Pierzynski for the first and second situation. Tim Hudson running into a jam. The pitch. Sinker is going to be inside. 1-0 here. As looks like the Giants are going to be getting that bullpen going. As Tim Hudson really is trying to get out of this hole here. As it looks like there's going to be Brett Cecile warming up in that bullpen. As well as J.P. Howell. So Giants got that bullpen going. The pitch from Hudson, the 1-0. That sinker's going to be up high, way out of the strike zone, 2-0. Tim Hudson falling behind here. Not a good sign here. And a good pitch, that's going to be outside, 2-1 here. Throws back with the strike. Pitch from Hudson, 2-1. Andrew Pierzynski's going to foul that one off towards the left side, 2-2. That would have been a ball. That was a good pitch. The pitch. And it's going to be 3-2 here, and just not looking good here for both sides. Not looking good for Tim Hudson. The pitch. That's going to be up high. A.J. Pierzynski's going to take his walk. Bases loaded with no outs. There's going to be a mound visit here. Tim Hudson is going to be out of the job. Looks like we got Brett Cecile coming in for the Giants. Only he has not pitched a full inning yet. 2/3 of an inning so far in this one. Brett Cecile, 1 game so far, giving up no hits, no walks. So far looking good. Pitch from Cecile. With bases loaded, Todd Helton up. Forcing a fastball is going to be outside, 1-0. Brett Cecile's got to throw strikes here. Fouled off towards the left side. It will be 1-1. The pitch. And a double play ball here. Over to Scooter Rowe, over to Paul Goldschmidt for Marwin Gonzalez. The game will be tied. But Cecile did get 2 big outs here, but the Rockies do tie, and that will be a run given up from Tim Hudson. So he'll go 6 innings, giving up 2 earned. He will not get the win in this one, unfortunately. But a nice try from Tim Hudson. The sinker is going to be fouled off towards Hendrick to the left side, 1-1 here. The pitch from Cecile. Forcing fastball is just going to be inside, 2-1. The pitch. Fouled off towards the left side. The count will go 2. 2-2. The pitch from Cecile. Fouled over towards the left side. It will remain at 2-2. The pitch to Kendrick. The changeup's going to get, and Seal will get out of the mess. Fortunately, the double play was an unfortunate thing to happen. But 2-2, tying it up. Colorado got their first 2 hits of the game. And here comes Alex Avila for the Giants. And the 4-seam fastball is going to go in the dirt past the catcher here. Towards A.J. Pierzynski, it's going to be 1-0. 2-seam fastball is just going to be outside. 1-1. And the Giants got another guy warming up in that bullpen. They're going to have Scott Atchison. He's going to be warming up in that bullpen. The pitch to Avila, the 1-1. The curveball is going to get Avila 1-2. And what a nice curveball from Ricky Nolasco. The pitch. Fouled off towards the left side. 1-2. The pitch to Avila. Hit over towards Howie Kendrick to Todd Helton. That'll be out number 1. And here comes Marwin Gonzalez. 2 at-bats, no hits today. 0 for 2. The pitch. Hit one over towards center field. Jason Borjos. That one looks like it's going to be caught out there, and it will be. And there's going to be a pitch hitter here. And it's going to be a lefty. And we're going to have a sub here, as it looks like it's going to be Justin Smoke. And this season, he's batting a .250. He's got 1 hit out of 4 at-bats. The pitch. He went over towards Ryan Terrio, but it looks like he's got that one, and he will. And we're going to have J.P. Howell come into this game. And it's going to be his first appearance in this one. The pitch from Howell. And the slider is going to get Votto, as he's going to be pitch hitter here for Todd Helton. Lefty versus lefty here. I don't know why Rockies went with that situation. Over to Pedro Alvarez, over to Paul Goldschmidt, and they'll get the out here. So good job on the Giants' part, bringing in J.P. Howell, the lefty, against another good lefty. And here comes another lefty that, it's going to be a good matchup. Parra is going to look at that one. The slider is going to go below the knees. 0-1. One out here, and the slider, he's going to keep on coming with that slider here, 2-0. The main pitch he uses is that slider, the 2-0. The sinker now, it's going to be 2-1, as he only has a changeup, sinker, and slider. Some pretty nasty stuff from J.P. Howell. And a nice inside strike, 2-2, over to Gennaro Parra. The pitch. And the sinker, Parra's going to go around on that one. Parra's going to strike out here. And it looks like it's going to be Eduardo Nunez, as Scott Atchison will be coming in the game for the Giants. 5 games. It's going to be a 6th appearance, a 3.18 ERA. 5 2 innings so far this season, 4 Ks. And here comes Eduardo Nunez. And Scott Atchison is going to have a slider that's going to be inside, 1-0. The pitch and the 4-seam fastball is going to be outside, 1-1 here. As the bullpen has done well coming into this game and doing their thing. But, on the most part, Ryan Terrio had the speed to make it towards home. They just couldn't do anything about it. And the slider is going to be, wow. That's going to be inside, 3-1. And you do not want to walk here to Eduardo Nunez. The pitch from Atchison and fouled over the left side. Eduardo Nunez 3-2 here. And you need a K here from Atchison. The 3-2. And a single, and no, it will not be. A Shinshu 2 will make the catch. And we're going to the bottom of the 8th here. 2-2 is your score. And we're going to have some substitutions here. Joey Votto going to right field. Interesting double switch there. And here comes Luis Perez, his 3rd appearance. And his ERA is pretty high, 11.75 ERA. Guy that needs to lower down that ERA a little bit. Here comes Carl Crawford. 2 for 3 today in this game. Man, that has done well. And a good bunt for Carl Crawford over to Luis Perez, but he'll get Carl Crawford in time. So the good little flip to Todd Helton. And here comes Shin Shu Chu. But we're going to have a replacement here, Marlon Byrd. The righty going against the lefty here. Which is not a bad matchup. And Marlon Byrd's going to have a swing and a miss. 0-1. And the pitch to Marlon Byrd. A little pop-up over to Pierzynski, but he's got that one. So 2 outs. Marlon Byrd didn't really do anything on that at bat, unfortunately. And here comes Cole Goldschmidt, 1 for 3 today. A man righty versus lefty. A man that needs to get something done. And unfortunately a high pop-up towards Ryan Theriot. That will not help the Giants' cause here. So the Giants are going to the bottom. We're going to the top of the 9th with Scott Atchison, as Marlon Byrd's going to be going to center field. And they got Mariano Rivera warming up in that bullpen. As the Giants really do think they have a shot of winning this one. Scott Atchinson's going to stay in the game. Man, that did pretty well, getting that big out towards Eduardo Nunez. Pitch from Atchison. And it's going to be 0-2 with the slider, fouled off from Jason Borgios. The pitch, and Borgios got it started for Rockies. And a ground ball over towards over to Marco Scudero. It's going to be out number 1. And the pitch from Scott Atchison to Ryan Theriot now. The pitch. Ryan Theriot is going to foul one off. It will be 0-1. The pitch from Atchison. Pitch. Fouled off towards the right side. 0-2. 1 out here. 1 out here. The pitch. Slider's going to be below the knee. 1-2. Pitch from Atchison and fouled off over the left side. And a pitch from Atchison to Theriot, the 1-2. He's going to be fouled off over the left side. 1-2 here. Pitch again from Atchison is going to be inside. 2-2. A long at bat here. Good job from Ryan Theriot, just fighting off some really good pitches with 1 out. And it's going to be a single towards the middle. A great at bat for Theriot. Gets a hit for the Rockies here late. Here comes Adrian Beltre. And that one's high, deep, and you can forget about it. Beltre has given Rockies the lead for 2 here. Pitch from Atchison, and it's going to be a ground ball over towards Marwin Gonzalez, and they will get the out. So it's going to be 2 outs here. Unfortunate events for Atchison, and here comes Mariano Rivera, just coming in to keep this game where it's at 2 outs. Pitch to Todd Helton. Fouled off toward the right side is Todd Helton. And today, he is 0 for 3 today. And the Rockies, Scott Atchison up for the loss here. Carl Crawford coming in to get on from the left side, and he will. So a little pop-up will not happen for the Rockies. And a bye-bye baby for the Rockies. Adrian Beltre bombs one deep. Here comes Pedro Alvarez, Andrew Bailey coming in. 3 games, 3 saves. He's 3 for 3 in this one, coming in his 4th appearance. And here comes Pedro Alvarez, 2 for 3 today. Righty versus lefty, a good matchup here for the Giants. The curl is going to ground it off over to Howie Kendrick, over to Todd Helton. That's going to be out number 1. The Giants are not looking good with only 2 outs remaining. And here comes Michael Kadire. And they have no one else to really sub here. Man, that's struggled. They only got an infield single today. The curl is going to be a swing and a miss. It will be 0-1, and against lefties, against righties, he's only batting a 174. Against lefties, he's only batting a 125. Either way, it just has not been a fun story. And a single up the middle for Michael Kadire, and he's got this one started here for the Giants. And the Giants have a runner on first, and the tying run is at bat, Marcos Scudero. There's going to be a sub here for Kadire on the base paths. Chris Heisey is going to come in. He has a better speed than Kadire in this one. Here comes Scudero. And Scudero hits one high, but that one will not be in time. Fortunately, that will be way too late there, over towards left field. Bernardo Parra makes the catch, and Alex Avila, they are down to their final out. Alex Avila 0 for 3 today. 4-2 is the score. Four-seam fastball is going to be a swing and a miss. 0-1. And the Giants really need a big hit from Alex Avila. And hit one over towards the right field side. Chris Heisey going to third here. And he's going to make it up diving. And first and third for the Giants. The Giants still have some hope. A big hit from Avila. A good single down the line. Marwin Gonzalez is the last hope for the Giants. He is 0 for 3 today. A man that has come up big this season in hits for the Giants. Top 5 in batting average. The curveball, he went around. And just not a good way to start the at-bat for the Giants. Andrew Bailey in some trouble here. A man that's given up runs and his saves opportunities. He needs to condense that. And a swing and a miss from Marwin Gonzalez on the curveball. 0-2, and the Giants down to their final 2 outs. The curveball is going to be out inside. 1-2. Just missed Marwin Gonzalez. A good read on that one. And the cutter, Marwin Gonzalez, is going to strike out here, and Homer Bailey gets his 4th save of the season. Rockies take the series from the Giants. 2 games over 3, and they lose a series here at home. Not a good job for the Giants. And Scott Atchison will lose here for the Giants. Pedro Alvarez, big man, getting 2 hits, a triple and a single for the Giants. Getting a big win. Adrian Beltre being the big story here, getting the homer to help the Giants win. Luis Perez gets his first win of the season. Andrew Bailey getting his 4th save as we go to the Rockies line. 1 homer for Beltre. And Beltre gets 3 RBIs, so he has 6. Nolasco goes 7 innings, 7 hits, 2 runs, 2 earned. 5 Ks, not a bad start from Nolasco. In my opinion, he did pretty well. 1 inning just for Luis Perez. And gave up no hits, no runs, no earned. And Bailey gives up 2 hits. But luckily he still gets the save, getting out of a jam, first and third, 2 outs. And the bats for the Giants, Scudero gets a triple and Pedro Alvarez gets a triple, but they couldn't really do much with. They had runners in scoring position. They take advantage sometimes. They just couldn't take advantage a lot during this game. stolen base for also Carl Crawford today, as he has his second stolen base of the year. RBI for number 4 for Scudero, number 2 for Alvarez. Hudson went 6 innings, 2 hits, 2 earned, 2 walks, 3 Ks. Cecile went 1 inning, no hits, no runs, 1 K. J.P. Howell went 2/3 of an inning, only having 1 K. Scott Atchison went 1 inning, giving up 2 runs, 2 earned. And Mariano Rivera coming in for 1/3 of an inning just to stop the bleed. And the Giants just had a bad day in my opinion. I could have probably done better, but either way, the Giants worked hard, and we just got to come out and play, the next day. And the Rockies had 4 hits, Giants had 9, 4-2 is your final score. No errors on both sides, which was a good thing, I believe, for the Giants and both for the Rockies. So, I'm a little disappointed that probably could have done a little bit better. Scott Atchison, unfortunately, will get the loss, but not a bad performance, I think, from Tim Hudson, in my opinion. You got Corey Lubeck versus Ballister, as they're going to be playing the Cubs, a team that's 5-4 as well, a team that's fighting hard, and you just have a good series right there, a 4-game set between both of these teams. I think this will be a great series for the Giants. I think they can actually take this series, and they look pretty good, as Chicago right now is tied in first with 4 other teams in the NL Central. Well, this has been a great show. We're going to be having big shows at UCLA, and I will give you more updates about that Sunday. And you were listening to MLB 13, the show Giants Fantasy. Thank you for listening.